Join us. Only one chance. We will find.
In the last episode, our heroes have achieved their goal of causing havoc across Azeroth. A little fun here and there, but mostly trolling the enemy faction. But now, things changed. It's been a while since they stepped foot into the world of Warcraft, and it was time to hit 60. So with no further delay, let me introduce you to our protagonists. CTL, formerly known as IBP, the mastermind behind this operation, and still fucking dogshit mage Wikipedia. Now cuddle up in your sleeping bags, grab a snack, and let me tell you a story.
Usually I don't share my bed.
Already making new friends, like this friendly cow that helped during an elite quest.
Yo!
Or this hunter Echo 2K with his friend Bladey.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it, Bladey?
I say blade, but you can say bladey too.
Damn!
Drain gang.
DG. My cat was laced. Whoa!
And it was back to the grind. Their first challenge, doing Uldaman together. Just a mage and a priest on a mission.
Whoa! Oh, Betty! Alter!
The further they got into the dungeon, the harder the enemies. But in the end, they got what they came for. The experience. So you guys remember that Gnome Crypts incident? Well, turns out after 9 months and a server transfer, things were still the same in Stormwind.
That's one of my characters, yes. Bro, what the fuck? No fucking way.
Good old Stormwind never disappoints.
Library Banana Defense Force coming through.
Let me give you another example of the weird things happening here. Subject 1. 2 rogues appear out of thin air. What shenanigans are on their minds?
Just follow me this way.
Wait, what are we doing again?
Let's just hope for the best that Stormwind stays safe, and it's not a cult or whatever. Subject 2. Deep Run Tram Diver. Underneath the mountains between Ironforge and Stormwind is a gnomish rail network with underwater tunnels. I don't know how he got there or what he's doing there, but at least someone has to feed Nessie, right? Who knows? Subject 3. Stores appear to be closed.
If you want to enter, you must tell a joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Kocken.
Kuken who?
Jag vet inte.
I believe I don't speak that language, but you may pass. If you wish to enter, you must tell a joke. Or just be lame and run through.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
A lettuce.
Lettuce who?
Let us in. It's freezing out here.
Haha, you may pass.
It's an elvish door. Friend. Oh, wait, Melon.
You still must tell a joke.
Melon. Oh my god. Go to Hogwarts.
Mage Today. I'm Cook, and this is Mage Today. Why should you become a mage?
I like to DPS and heal at the same time.
Because it makes me feel powerful.
Free water for all people.
Infinite teleports around the world.
OG not UC, you idiot.
Unlimited gold with selling boost runs. Drinking your own juice. Don't look. And that's why you should become a mage today.
Sorry, wrong channel. Time for some dungeon shenanigans.
I'm from London.
Ah! That's why you play rogue.
How so?
You stab people.
XD. Haha. Banter. Shank.
Shank, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Does anyone know what to do here?
No.
There's a funny little spot in Blackrock depths. If you jump in the wrong place, you fall down with mostly no chance of getting back up.
What happened, LOL?
He jumped.
XD.
What a scheiß.
The druid is Taylor Swifting in excitement.
Lul.
Last whelps for quest.
Leave the corner guy, he chose peace.
No!
1v1.
Rogue doesn't want peace.
Let me give you some advice. If you ever see this, don't click it.
What's that?
XD.
But more on that some other time. During questing, our champions just wanted to help out poor Ringo, trapped inside a cave. But it got real emotional.
Komm, Ringo. Feuermarsch. Ringo? Was ist los? Ringo! Ringo!
Ringo, steh sofort wieder auf!
Ringo.
And then suddenly, CTL noticed he is about to ding 60.
Wait, hold up.
And as he went to turn in his last quest, a giant monster appeared. But this was no challenge for our brave soldiers. In the end, they defeated the monster anyway.
Wow, was ein Level 60.
Now that they reached max level, well, at level 60, the endgame content opens up. But more importantly, 100% riding speed with epic mounts. After deciding on what mount looked best,
Liebe Katie Hunter. Boom! Alter.
they paid 800 gold, literally all they had, to finally no longer use those shitty 60% trash bags, leaving their old steeds in the past and rotting in their bank forever. Now the time has come. Let me tell you about the whole goal of this journey. Defeating the last boss of Molten Core, Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. He is hidden deep within the boiling core of Blackrock Mountain and lay dormant there for 10,000s of years. Until we woke him up. So they didn't just want to save the world because they were good people. They also had their sights set on the items. Specifically, a certain item so infamous, CTL always wanted to have it ever since he heard about it 10 years ago. Benediction and Anathema, a staff so mighty it could transform into either Benediction, the holy form, a healing powerhouse, or Anathema, the shadow form, embracing your dark side. And honestly, just looking fucking cool as hell. But be careful. Carry it too long, and you'll hear it whisper to you. But before they could get anywhere close to raiding, you needed A, the attunement to even enter, and B, a raid group or guild to get a chance of getting anywhere close to defeating the bosses. And that's when at 1:44 in the morning, CTL met Narly. He was trying to get a dagger called Blade of Eternal Darkness. But what has this to do with the story? Well, CTL was trying to get the Scepter. If he hadn't been there in the middle of the night, he wouldn't have met Narly. After helping with the quest, they started talking. Long story short, they were offered the opportunity to come to raid with him. Obviously, they said yes. Ah, and by the way, Narly got the dagger after 115 runs. Step 1 was complete. They got a guild. But the hardest part was still ahead. Probably the most tedious task of them all, the Onyxia attunement. This questline is known to be stupidly long. Buckle up. I'm gonna speed through this.
First of all, this took hours.
Now that you're all caught up, we'll get to the interesting part. After escorting him out of prison, you meet Marshal Windsor at the gates of Stormwind. He proceeded to take another breathtakingly long walk, as if the breakout escort wasn't enough. Now I cannot make this up. Just as we entered the second gate. Well, see for yourself.
Hallo, hab ich Disconnect? Ich hab Disconnect.
Ich auch.
Lass mich verarschen. Lass mich verarschen.
Ist die Quest jetzt abgebrochen?
Ich weiß es nicht. Mein Server ist nicht aktiv. Der Server ist gerade gecrashed. What the fuck?
Obviously, the quest failed. Second attempt.
Windsor, du Schwanz, Alter. Eine Riesenverschwörung hier schon wieder.
After the crash, it seemed like our group was messed up. And since CTL was the one to start the quest, it only counted for him.
Ja, du Alter Sack.
So now to attempt number 3.
Ach man.
So they finally reached the throne room.
Lady Prester is Onyxia, blah blah. I see through you masquerade, blah blah.
Turns out Lady Prester is Onyxia? Wow, whoa, so unexpected after her patented
Fuck you, I'm out.
technique. She tells the guards to drop the masquerade and attack us. And since all the guards were actually dragonkins, the only people left to defend were the players in that room at the time. Usually no one wants to get aggro on them because they hit like a truck.
Ja! Schlag den Gnom, ja!
And sometimes you don't even need aggro to get hit.
Ich bin tot. Kannst du mich resten?
Ich bin in Fights.
Everyone who knows that sound knows what that means. The quest failed.
Digga, ich kann nicht wirklich mehr, ne?
Again. Attempt number 4. Right when Wikipedia wanted to start the quest again, someone else was on it already. Just a reminder how long this part alone took.
This shit is so funny.
This shit.
And as they waited for Kid Rex to finish the quest, he died.
Quest failed?
I think not, luckily.
For whatever reason, CTL was not in fight and revived Kid Rex. And it didn't even fail the quest.
Terrible quest line.
Thank God everything worked out this time. Quest complete. For the next part of this quest line, you'll get sent to the other side of the world. Winter Spring to be exact. Usually, you will have to walk all the way up here through at least 2 zones and a tunnel with hostile enemies, but due to collecting a rune, they had been here before. So they hopped on a flight path and went looking for a high elf named Haley, or Hale, I don't fucking know. Deep in a frosty cave infested with dragons, you will find strange runes engraved on the floor. These will take you to her hideout. But they cheesed it by doing some cheeky wall jumps. Now that they had handed over the fragment of Onyxia, there was only one task left. Haley needed blood from General Dracasath, the Hand of Nefarian. To forge the amulet, needed to enter the lair of Onyxia. They gathered 8 other players and made their way to the upper Blackrock spire, picking up the attunement for Blackwing Lair on the way. And yes, they made a whole other raid attunement in the time it took to look for the group. But not everything went as planned. You might remember this room.
Oh gee, oh fuck.
But this room isn't the only one that caused trouble. Next up is an arena fight that spawns in waves. And somehow the encounter bugged out, so the whole raid took a portal to Ironforge and flew back to reset the raid. And after killing an unsuspecting rogue, they were back where they left off. Oh, the horrors of a random puck. Finally, after all this time, they stood before General Dracasath and took his blood. Quest complete. Now back to Haley so she could forge the amulet. Quest complete. At last, everything was finished, and the Drakefire amulet had been acquired. Now is probably a good time to tell you that all of this had been for nothing. See, CTL and Wikipedia never even entered Onyxia's lair. In fact, they skipped it. They had some free time before the raid started, so they decided to fool around a little.
It's closed. No entry. Well.
I actually tripped for a sec.
Sad face.
Oh no! Door's blocked!
No entry for short people. I'm sorry.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's closed?
It's closed.
Damn, didn't see the patch notes.
No entry with that pet you're riding there.
Damn, Blizzard. Oh, thanks.
Raptors stay outside.
I'll let my shoes outside as well.
Gut.
Er hat seine Schuhe ausgezogen.
Alter!
Yum.
Got my OnlyFans if you want more.
Getting freaky here.
But then the raid started. Doing a raid for the first time and seeing all those epics drop can be pretty exciting. But what's not exciting is looking at footage of standing and hitting. So I'll summarize what happened. First of all, we blast through the whole thing, because this shit is nothing nowadays. Secondly, the rolling war between Wikipedia and Nashiri.
Oh! Nein! Ja. Band der Ausbildung, den brauche ich. Da ist eine Sendung. Und rein. Komm. Alter, mein Inventar ist so ein lila Mario.
Wikipedia got some decent gear, but as for CTL, he went a week prior and got like 9 items in one run. But most importantly, and he didn't even have to roll. They just gave it to him. 6-piece set bonus, the Eye of Divinity, plus a few other items. Everything came together perfect. To obtain the staff we talked about earlier, you needed 3 items, the Eye of Divinity being the first step. Once you equip the eye, you will be able to see Eris Havenfire. She gives you the quest to obtain the second item, Splinter of Nordrassil, a tiny fragment of the World Tree. And the third item, the Eye of the Shadow, but we will get to that soon. For now, he was off to find Eris Havenfire. This fight is all about mana management, so if you pop Trinket, Dispersion, Shadow Fiend, Trinket again, Inner Focus, Mana Potion, and Strathholm Holy Water, you still die. But that wouldn't keep CTL from trying. So we waited 15 minutes for the NPC to respawn. But now he was warmed up. Now that the Splinter of Nordrassil and the Eye of Divinity had been collected, there was just one thing left. The Eye of the Shadows, dropped by a world boss, Lord Kazakh in the Blasted Lands, nearly as big as the Gates of Stormwind. So CTL just had to slay this one last humongous demon. Or he could just buy it off the auction house. At last everything came together, and it was time to use whatever magic powers lay in these items to summon benediction. Behold the beauty of benediction, and the dreadfulness of anathema. He got everything he wanted. Was this the end? When he just turned around this corner and saw someone being sapped.
Good day to you.
Hey!
Have you seen an enemy rogue around here?
Nope.
Okay, keep an eye out.
To be continued.